All right. So I wanted to go ahead and cover this topic. I had a little time, and so I thought, why not? I wanted to speak a little bit about this whole Trump administration. Because I had told you all previously before, the reason why I really didn't get into speaking, on the Trump administration some months ago was just because I didn't really see enough going on. But today, I think that we can kind of like give a little status update on what I think about this administration currently, especially when we take into consideration, they got him up front talking about he would run for a third term, and I got a chuckle out of him saying that he wouldn't mind going against Obama. Truth of the matter is, man, even though I didn't think Obama did a good job on several fronts, Trump ain't beating Obama, okay? Just our popularity, so I don't even know why he even cracked that open. But to be real with you, if we were to, if he was to have that election today, okay, if he was to have it today, and he was betting on the country voting for him again based on a lot of this stuff, these symbolic victories that he's being praised for all over the place by Fox News and stuff, he would lose to almost any Democratic candidate. He would lose to Kamala. All right. And I'll go ahead and give y'all about 3 reasons why that currently, if he decided to run today, if he had to run today to win that office again, why he would lose. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right. The first reason why is because everything he do fall through. Okay. Trump, he came into this second term, pushing a lot of executive orders and using his pen to make a lot of things happen, okay? And a lot of the news surrounding that was just a lot of public reaction initially, okay? But now you look up and see that everything is falling through. Judges are challenging what he's doing. He has yet to really overcome these challenges. That whole Zelensky deal was a major one, because, Mr. Trump, the businessman, the deal maker, he couldn't make that deal happen, even when Zelensky was initially coming to sign the deal, okay? And then if you look at current reports, they out here talking about, they ain't even gonna pay it back now. Like, it wasn't even a loan, you know what I'm saying? We're not even paying it back, all right? And so that's the first thing. Everything he's doing, it falls through. Second reason, man, Americans are not winning right now. There's a lot of praise of Trump and, he's this, he's that, and yada, 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 but all of those symbolic victories, okay, that they are praising Trump for, it don't mean nothing for the American people. All right, including that whole Doge stuff. They be praising that Doge movement up and down and yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, nothing that's being done, all right, by Doge has meant anything to the American people. Okay? And, I get a chuckle out of them pushing that whole Doge thing up front anyway, because I ask questions about it. First and foremost, why didn't Trump do this on his first term? Okay, why didn't he discover this? Because when you talk about what they're finding, man, it's substantial. It doesn't seem like something that should have fell down on the priority list. All right. And then the second thing is, even though, yeah, I mean, some of the discoveries, we can say that, yeah, they are substantial, and it does expose a lot of the premature spending and things like that of the taxpayer dollar. However, here's a couple of things they don't tell you. Okay. The all of that stuff that they were doing, especially in various different other countries and stuff like that, these are things that America was doing to maintain social, political, and economic influence. Okay. These are things that America has been doing. Now, I agree that it ain't the best way to go about doing things. Okay, but this is kind of like what America was doing. And see, you would kind of, in my opinion, you give them credit for that when he's able to come back and tell you that, hey, he's able to tell you that first and foremost, they have shut that down. Okay, they shut it down, and they got a new way of going about maintaining social, economic, and political influence, okay, in these various different places. They got a new way, and it's going to be more beneficial to the American people. All right, they ain't doing that. They are not doing that. And the reason why is because they ain't really about to shut most of that stuff down. Okay, they'll tell you it's going on, but they ain't really came and shut it down. All right. And so, I mean, just, yeah, man, the American people ain't winning right now. People are still out here dealing with housing crisis, dealing with food prices. Access is to various different things is extra mid. Okay. And I mean, when we talk about this whole DEI mess, because like I told y'all, it wasn't the fact that he did it. All right, it was how he did it, how he rolled out that whole abolishment or whatever of DEI. It was terrible. All right, and it's seen a lot of classes and groups of people out here losing, okay, socially. And so yeah, it's that. And then the third thing is a lot of his staff, okay, they talking about that that situation with that all that leaked information that had no business being on social media. That's a major conversation right now. I mean, it's looking like Trump got a whole lot of DEI up in his staff right now while he's signing off on DEI. And then I had kind of called his lawyer, his attorney general. Anyway, let me get that right. She's out here sounding extra mid to me. You're the attorney general, but you up here talking about you going after people who are vandalizing Teslas. Those are supposed to be the attorneys under you who are within these states. Okay? But like I said, that is kind of like what you've been seeing currently from Trump. Okay, just speaking a little in brief. All right, I might follow up again, but like, man, these are 3 reasons. Okay, why, man, Trump, if he ran today, he would lose. He would lose to Kamala Harris, and I told y'all Kamala is not a good presidential candidate. All right, and just giving the reason why. I just believe that Kamala, she never had to work for anything. All right, like most women out here in corporate America and politics and stuff, they didn't really have to work to get the position. All right, like if Kamala had to work to get into every position, okay, that she has hanged, you probably be looking at a sharper Kamala Harris. But that ain't her. That's why she laughing all the time. But even with that, all right, when you look at Trump right now and what's going on and how the most notable thing he's doing right now is yelling all over social media, yeah, he would lose to Kamala Harris. All right? Is MAGA, it wouldn't help.